sun, sand, Satan. These are the 3 S's that we all think about when we think of the fucking roasting Sonoran. It was to this very desert that a mediocre white woman from Maryland with a worthless liberal arts degree in the midst of a midlife crisis decided to move. She packed a coat rack, a carry-on, and her optimism that Mr. Right was here, just waiting to be discovered. Instead of love, she found something much more sinister.
We met when he delivered a box to my apartment. I wasn't looking for love, but there he was, all handsome and perfect. I know you're not supposed to trust strangers, but something about him seemed honest and genuine. He introduced himself as Little Waffles and asked me to have dinner with him that weekend at Tucson's chicest dinner destination. I got dolled up and we had an incredibly romantic evening.
We'll have the pâté for 2.
I fell for him. Those green eyes, that perfectly black nose. I don't know who said it first, but I love yous were exchanged not long after. A week later, I got a tattoo of him on my arm. He moved in quickly, saying there were too many meth heads in his apartment building. He needed a break. I needed help with the rent, so I thought it was a win-win. Shortly thereafter is when I started suspecting he was a high-ranking Satanist. Then I noticed the sign he put in my window.
Ashley and I go way back. We used to strip together at volcanic eruptions in New Jersey. She's had a lot of kooky guys hang around, but something was especially off about Little Waffles.
Oh my God, I just came home and something crazy is going on. I do not understand. There are pentagrams all over the kitchen. Who got in here? How did this happen? There is all of this crazy shit written on the walls. Like, what is this? I am freaking out. And then I found somebody left this book here.
I told Ashley, I said, look, I went through the same thing last year with my ex-husband. You just got to get out before Little Waffles puts you on a blood altar.
Then all the knives started to go missing. And when I asked him where they were going, Little Waffles gave a one-word reply: virgins. Now that's when I knew I was in over my head. I knew something was about to happen. His collection of satanic band t-shirts was growing at an alarming rate. I had to get out, but I was waiting until after my next payday when I could move into the Shattered Hearts Motel. My last night in the apartment, I felt something sharp against my throat at 3 a.m. It was a knife. Politely, I explained I wasn't ready to have my jugular knifed to shreds. I ran out the front door. I held the door closed while I dialed 911. Luckily, Little Waffles' satanic powers were strong, but not strong enough to open a door or prise open a food container.
I'm Detective Ocelot, and I've been on the force 2 weeks. Ashley is lucky to be alive. I've seen this play out 1,000,000 times. An unsuspecting middle-aged woman moves out to the desert during a midlife crisis and winds up in the clutches of a satanic leader hell-bent on human sacrifice. Unfortunately, as detectives were entering, Little Waffles escaped through a window. We've discovered he goes by over 20 aliases, passing himself off as Socks, Fluffy, Mittens, Blackie, Garfield, Leo, Handsome Sid, King Richard III, Simba, Little Noodles, Lord Regent Paws Purrington of the 5th Registered Claw Battalion, Elvis Pursley, Doja Cat, Audrey Hepburn, Senor Waffles, the list goes on. He's even impersonated a Vietnam pet. We urge anyone in the public with information leading to an arrest to call 1-800-DEMON-CAT. There's a $666 reward.
I'm now in a relationship with Mademoiselle Pamplemousse, but will never forget the terror I endured at the paws of Little Waffles.
And there we have it. Another young life nearly ripped from us by the work of the devil. If you or anyone you know is in the clutches of Satan, please call the number on your screen now, and we'll be able to help.